How are all of you lovely people doing today? My name is John, and welcome to another fantastic Zombies commentary. Today what I would like to do is discuss some of the mysterious figures that are hiding in the zombie storyline, lurking in the shadows, and maybe shed some light on them. Before we do that, I would like to make a quick announcement. I am proud to announce the official launch of the Johnny J25 store begins today. For those of you who may have been watching for a while or caught some of my vlogs, you'll know this has been in the works for quite a while now, and it has finally arrived. A link is in the description. There you can get for a limited time only the Johnny J25 Zombie Killer t-shirt. You can get it as either a t-shirt or a hoodie in a couple of different colors. I love wearing these shirts, they're high quality, and I think the design is top notch. It's the ultimate design for those of us who just can't quite kill enough zombies. Remember that this is for a limited time only, so make sure to grab it while you have the chance. It may never be available again. A link is in the description. I want to thank you guys for your support in helping me get to this place in my sort of zombie killing YouTube career, and I really appreciate it. And if you guys could check out the shirts, I would love it if you could. A link is in the description, but let's begin with the video. If there's one thing Treyarch has done consistently throughout the development of the zombie storyline, it's tease us with mysterious figures. Now this has happened in a number of ways. We've seen silhouettes, we've had faces without names, and we've had voices without names or faces. Although today what I want to do is talk about many of the different silhouettes or mysterious figures that have popped up throughout the zombie storyline. As things come to a close and BlundyB tries to wrap brackets around the story, it'd be nice if we can get some of these faces a name or at least a little bit more clarity, because right now all we really have are silhouettes and our story is starting to be flooded by silhouettes. Let's start at the beginning. Shinonuma. While not really the beginning of the story, this is when the story was first introduced to us. And when a player begins a game of Shinonuma, the first thing they're introduced to is the loading screen. And we're given 4 characters, Richtof and Takio, Nikolai, and Tank. Each of their pictures is in a little postcard. However, there's one more right behind Takio. It's covered by a leaf. It's another mysterious figure. Who is this postcard of? We have no name. We have no face, we have no voice, nothing. We just know there's somebody who is intentionally being covered up. And this is something Treyarch did immediately from the beginning of the zombie storyline. From the very start, they're already throwing in mystery characters. Let's take a look at some other loading screens. As we progressed into Black Ops 1, Treyarch re-released Nacht und Toten, and they also gave it a new loading screen. This loading screen right here might be one of the most tricky loading screens we've ever had in zombies. Even to this day, as we come near the end of the zombie storyline as we know it, we can still barely interpret this loading screen. We have a weird set of mysterious figures. We'll move from left to right. So we have a man who is being lit by a lamp behind him. His eyes glow yellow, but beyond that, we can't seem to figure out where he's from. Maybe 1964? But who the heck is he? Then we progress and we have a man. This time the light is in front of his face. We can only see the back of his head. There are no real details. We then progress through this image and we have a series of men. Are they zombies? Are they clones? Where do they come from? And we have one final man standing alone in a warehouse full of Soviet crates, and then crates to his right which we can't quite make out where they come from. What the heck is he doing here? Who is this man, and what are in these crates? And there's one final man below it, and this man stands in a door frame. You'll notice the numbers stand to his side, almost like the Pentagon thief, interestingly enough. But once again, I beg the question, who is he? Now, we can probably guess that maybe whoever these men are, whoever this man is related to the Soviets. Maybe he's related to the Pentagon thief or was in a similar situation to the Pentagon thief because of the numbers that surround him. Either way, we have these mysterious figures. And who are these guys in front of the computer screen? Why are there Z's in front of the image? Are they being brainwashed? Are they asleep? Why are all these men coming out of a line in what appears to be a hospital gown? Why does it say silence on the screen? Why are we going back in time from 64 to 43? There are too many questions in this image, and Treyarch has included this in Nacht und Toten at the beginning of the story. What the heck is it doing there? The last loading screen that featured a mystery man was given to us on the map Ascension. Now this man is first working at a desk. We then see an empty prison cell, and finally he appears to be in a wormhole, or he's being sucked into something, or maybe this is a representation of the ether. It almost looks like he's being pulled in towards something. His body is seeming like as if it's coming right out of his chest and dragging him along. Who is this man? Is it Gersh? Is it Yuri? Is it a representation of Gersh being sucked into the ether? It's strange. But as you can see, as Treyarch has begun the zombie storyline, from World at War to Nocturne and Toten, they've littered their story with mysterious figures that we can't quite put a name, face, or voice to. As we left the loading screen and entered the game, Treyarch continued to hide more mysterious figures into their maps. The most famous of all would be the one found in Kinder der Toten, this mysterious portrait. We have our crew, we have Richthofen, we have Takio, we have Nikolai, we have Tank, we have a weird, mysterious black silhouette. Who is this man? This is a question everybody has asked since 2010. It's been 6 years and we're still wondering, who is this man? Is it Maxis? Is it Monty? Is it Peter? Is it the Mexican test subject? Is it a character we've yet to be introduced to? Everybody seems to ask me who this person is. And to make matters even more confusing, he comes up again, this time on the map 5. Where is this portrait coming from? Why is it found in an abandoned German theater, as well as the Pentagon's DEFCON room? It's strange, it boggles minds, and this is probably the most famous mystery man in all of zombies. Once we left Kinder der Toten, we moved on to Ascension, and there was of course the First Strike poster. The First Strike poster featured this mysterious bald man who we recently learned was not Richthofen. I've already done a video talking about who he could be. I've listed every single possible candidate. We don't have a good definitive conclusion. Either way, it boggled the community's mind when we learned this was not Richthofen, and then we were once again given a man without a name and without a voice. Following Black Ops 1, we entered Black Ops 2, and this time we didn't get too many mysterious figures. We had some mysterious voices, but I don't want to get too into them right now. There was, of course, the voice in the intro to Die Rise, as well as the voices of the Flesh. Now, it seems like the voices of the Flesh aren't very important right now. We don't have to give them a face. We don't have to give them a name. All we know is that these were what some of the survivors resorted to once they felt as though civilization had fell. That's all we really need to learn and draw from those voices. We don't need to give them a name. After Black Ops 2, we got Black Ops 3, and Treyarch began by promoting this game with a mysterious figure. It's this man right here in their poster. Some of you might even have it hanging up in your rooms right now. Only the curse survived. He's holding a card for some reason. We don't know what that card means, with the symbol of the beast on it. And who is this man? He's wearing a tie. Some people speculated that he was Hudson. It seems as though that rumor at this point is a load of nonsense. It still makes me wonder, who is this mysterious man and why is he holding a card? As we played Shadows of Evil, we got this cipher right here, and this cipher mentions a man named M who is interested in these worthless beings. Who is M? Many of us speculate it's Monty. However, Monty is a pretty mysterious figure right now. His name's been thrown around a lot, but we've yet to actually put a face to him and understand what his true meaning or purpose is. After Shadows of Evil, we moved over into Der Eisendrache, and this map of course introduced more mysterious figures. If you go into the projection room, you can see this image of the test subjects in their pods. We have Tank, we have Nikolai, we have Takio, and then we have a fourth one tucked away, hidden in the background. Whose pod is this? Why is it there with the rest of our characters? Should it be associated with the rest of our characters? Could it be Richthofen? Could there be a secret Maxis is hiding about Richthofen's past? It sounds far-fetched, but who knows? Could it be Pablo Marinus, the Mexican test subject? We know that Group 935 did tests upon him, and he was a part of the original test subject group, and they ended up killing him, and that's why his spleen is actually found in one of the images in the projection room. Maybe once they were done with him, they kind of just threw his pod to the back, and that's what that is a reference to in this image. Either way, it doesn't really make sense. We believe there to be 3 test subjects that are relevant to the story right now. So why would an image of our test subjects include 4 test pods. It seems like Treyarch's trying to mess with us. As we move on through Der Eisendrache, we can actually find other images of mysterious men. On this monitor is a black silhouette. The black silhouette has returned, ladies and gentlemen. Is it the same black silhouette as last time? It's hard to say for sure. There isn't really any link between them. Some may say it's Dr. Groff, but why would Dr. Groff be transmitting his image, or a silhouette of his image, from the moon to Earth? If I had to guess, he would be moving around Griffin Station freaking out, trying to figure out why Richthofen is causing so much havoc down at Griffin Castle. It doesn't make sense for his image to be transmitted like that back down to Earth. Once we leave Der Eisendrache, we can find a number of mysterious figures in Zetsuba no Shima. This time it's done through ciphers and radios. We have this cipher right here, which is written by a mysterious Russian named V. Don't know who V is. We don't have a V in our storyline. Maybe Viktor Reznov, but that seems like a far-fetched guess. There isn't much evidence behind that. We also have a series of radios in which Dr. Maxis mentions a character.
Just as I feared that we were truly alone, just as I feared that the end was near, there was a knock at the door. He explained everything to me. He will explain everything to you. Though his very presence defied logic, defied reason, he told me that he would help.
Whoever this he may be, he seems to be a pretty powerful and influential figure. I suspect him to be Dr. Monty, but of course, we don't really have much proof. At the end of the day, Treyarch has littered their story with mysterious figures. There isn't really a great conclusion to draw right now. I can hope that as the zombie storyline comes to a close and Jason Blundell adds brackets to our saga, we can finally answer some of these questions and definitively say who some of these silhouettes are and what they are actually doing in our zombie storyline. There are too many faces without a name, and all they leave us is with more questions. What do you guys think? I wanted to bring this to the forefront and hopefully create a discussion and maybe get to the bottom of who these men could be. I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. I'd like to remind you guys that the Johnny J25 store is down in the description. I would love it, really appreciate it if you guys just checked it out. I really love this design and I think it is quite special. I'm gonna go, have a fantastic day, and bye.